Hello and welcome back to Shulchan Aruch HaRav. We continue in Hilchos Shema Siman Samech Aleph. We pick it up with Sif Vav. Call March B'Dalid Shel Echad. Anyone who lengthens the Dalid of the word Echad, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, the Dalid should be lengthened. Ma'arich Lo Yamav V'Shenosav. He also will get long life, long days, and long years. V'Gam Lo Yachtev B'Ches. He should also not make the Ches too short. Ela Ya'arich Bo Ketzas. It's got to also be held a little bit, in order to have in mind that he's making Hashem his king in heaven and on earth. How does that work? Because there are 7 heavens, and the land, the Aretz, makes it 8. And that's the gematria of the letter Ches, which is gematria 8. This is alluded to in the Chatoteres, which is in the Sefer Torah. There's a little, triangle kind of thing at the very top, in the middle of the ches, of the roof. The top of the ches is like a little arrow kind of thing. Koloimar chayhu b'rumei shalom. It's pointing upwards to say that Hashem lives in the heavens above, in the upper worlds. Aval b'dalid, with the dalid tzarich la'arich yoser k'dei shir. You have to hold the dalid a little longer than normal. And why? Because while you're doing it, sheyachshav shakadosh baruch hu yochad be'olamai, that Hashem is unique is a complete unity in his world. And Moshe will dal ruchos ha'olam. He rules over the 4 sides of the world. That's the dalet. But don't hold it longer than the amount of time it takes to think that. Some people actually move their heads kefia machshava, based on that thought, to move it up and down and all around, to make reference to the fact that Hashem is everywhere. Sif Zayin. You have to emphasize the dalid. So it should not come out like a resh. Don't read it as if there's a dagesh in the dalid. There's no dot inside the dalid, whereas we don't really know how to make that difference anyways. But make sure you're saying it as a dalid. But you got to make sure you're enunciating the dalid carefully. The coach and certainly it's not right what people do. They make the dalid come out too long. And it actually comes out as a di. That's wrong. When you hear people going echad de, you shouldn't do that. Echad, it's a dalid, not a. There's no nakuda under the dalid. Echad, not echade. When we say that you should hold the dalid longer, it doesn't mean you should hold the letter longer, because that's almost impossible. Any letter that's the end of a word, where there's no nakuda, there's no vowel under it, it's completely shortened. It's like just a shortened little utterance. One should hold the dalid in his mind while he's saying it. That we're being mamlech Hashem, we're making Hashem the king over the 4 corners of the world when we say the letter dalid. And even afterwards, we're thinking about that before we continue with Baruch Hashem Kavod. Meaning, after Hashem Echad, you say Echad, and you can leave the tongue at the roof of your mouth while you're saying the dalid, and think about Hashem being Hashem is the king over all the world, and then there's a pause, and then Baruch Hashem. Even if you don't hold the dalid, you should still make that pause that I just mentioned between the echad and the baruch. As I saw in the Shulchan Aruch, in the Balatani here, in the Alter Rebbe, that he said you should make this pause. You should make a pause between Echad and Baruch. Ki ikar kibul malchus shemayim, the true way to accept Hashem's kingdom, hu b'pasuk rishon, and that's in that first pasuk. So you got to focus and pause. You should make a stop and a hefsek, an interruption between that and any other concept or words that you're going to say. So after you say it, you pause, then you say Baruch Shem Kavod. Have a terrific day, and don't forget, if you're listening on YouTube, to like and subscribe. Thanks.